One who is joining me right now. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Okay, good morning. Waalaikumsalam. I'm Sophia, Nurul, Nabila. Okay, so please allow me to share with you while I am on the road. Okay. All right, so yesterday, who joined me yesterday? Okay, who joined me yesterday? So yesterday we talked about fluency. So point one, how to score your MUET speaking test. Okay, point is you have to make sure you look at fluency. So we talked about fluency yesterday. So today we're going to focus on task one. All right, and looking at content. Okay, how to score MUET speaking by considering content. Okay, how can you get full marks or a lot of marks for your content? Okay, all right, so people, in the individual presentation, okay, individual presentation, we'll start with individual presentation first. Okay, so for the marks or for the band, many things are considered. Okay, many things are considered. All right, so when there are a lot of things considered, all right, among them is task fulfillment. Okay, where you have to make sure you have enough content. All right, so for speaking here, all right, for speaking here, you have to make sure that you have your introduction, your main ideas, and your conclusion. It's almost like the writing. Okay, it's almost like the writing component, the paper. However, it's in speech. All right, so here you have introduction, you have 3 points, and then you have your conclusion. All right, so each point, all right, ada 3 kan? All right, so for the 3 points, what do you have to say for each of the 3 points? The first thing is, of course, you mention about your idea. Okay, your idea, your main point. And then second, you mention about elaboration. And third, example. Kalau sempat, you letak example. If you are targeting a higher band, you make sure you sempatkan example tu. Alright, to make sure you are a satisfactory user. Okay, bukan moderate user sahaja. However, you are a satisfactory user. If you are targeting higher band, make sure you cuba juga untuk sediakan example untuk tiga for all 3 of the points in your individual presentation. Alright, so then I get a lot of questions. Madam, kalau tak sempat, boleh tak ada 2? Boleh tak ada 2? Okay, boleh tak ada 2? Right? Okay, Waalaikumsalam. Okay, guys, sorry. Alright. Okay, so I'll cut our session short. Thank you to those who have been waiting for me. Alright. So, guys, alright, make sure for your content, many people ask me, madam, cukup ke 2? Because kalau tak cukup masa, macam mana kita sempat 2 je. Okay, kita sempat 2 je. Only 2 points. So is it okay kalau 2 points je? Okay, so listen carefully. Alright. Mungkin alright, maybe you have to practice already for 3 points. However, on the day you tercakap banyak ke ataupun your pace was not as you practice. Contoh, tapi kalau boleh you practice untuk 3 However, if macam worst comes to worst, okay, whatever it is, don't panic. Alright, don't panic. Alright, you tengok jam, you sempat 2. And maybe the examiner says, okay, please finish your last sentence, or the examiner bagi tanda bahawa masa dah time kan. Alright, masa dah time masa dah habis. So what you do, alright, if you are given the chance to give your last sentence, okay, after the second point, you give the conclusion. Okay, kalau nak dibandingkan kepentingan keutamaan third point dengan conclusion. Okay, which one patut you utamakan, guys? You all tahu tak? Okay, you all tahu tak? Okay, siapa yang tahu? Nak utamakan point ketiga ke conclusion? Kalau you diberikan ayat terakhir. Alright? Okay. Siapa yang ada kat sini? Okay, conclude. Okay, dia. Very good. Conclusion. Okay, guys. Okay, Marsha conclusion. Nushakira conclusion. Nura Nabila conclusion. Alright. Okay, guys. Alright, so that means you've been following well. Alright, so if you were given the last sentence, okay? Okay. Okay, Zuhaimi. Alright, point ketiga and then conclusion. Yes, kalau you ada masa lagi, of course, you habiskan point ketiga then conclusion. However, kalau masa dah tak ada, alright, you utamakan conclusion. Conclusion boleh satu ayat je. Okay, so conclusion, there are many ways to, or in conclusion, you should give presents to your mother, contohnya. Dah cukup. You tak perlu sebut yang 3 point tu. Kalau sempat you sebut balik. Kalau tak, you just sebut ayat umum macam tadi tu. Okay? Alright? Okay, so here, do you have any questions, guys, for task 1 about content? So here, alright, in order for you to score your MUET speaking, is you have to make sure you ambil kira content. Okay, fulfillment. Alright. Okay, Zohimi, faham ya? Kalau you sempat, of course, 1 point pertama, kedua, ketiga, and then your conclusion kan, with reduction first lah. Alright, however, kalau tak sempat, you after your second point, you conclude terus. Kalau tak ada masa. Okay, Wardina, yes, betul. Okay, Nabila ada soalannya. Nabila, Madam, I heard that for speaking task 2, if there any candidate start the discussion first, we get an extra mark. Is it true, Madam? Okay, now Nabila, I'm not sure if there's extra marks for that. Of course, takkan ada kan, sebab takkan dalam tu dia ada markah. Ada markah. Takkan ada markah benda tu sebab ada 4 orang kan, takkan dia nak bagi markah lebih kepada, ada markah kriteria dia dalam untuk jadikan sebagai moderator. However, if you are the first person or if you are like the moderator, then it could, alright, help you or give it will help your impression towards certain marks, okay, in the criteria. Contohnya, I'm not sure what are the criteria, okay, for the marks for the speaking. However, yang Madam tahunya, most likely there is interaction, okay, most likely good, okay. So interaction, if you are able to become the leader, or you are able to start, because when you start, you will most likely be able to interact, all right, and perhaps lead the conversation. And so this is one of the criteria or functions that is highlighted, okay, as interaction, okay. So perhaps there might be marks of interaction, and that's why if you are targeting higher bands, it's good if you could begin or start the conversation, or maybe end the conversation or conclude the conversation, the discussion. Okay, guys? All right. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, that's for task 2. Okay, so task 2 in terms of content. Okay, content. Linking sentences. Okay, so here we don't have linking sentences. Yang tu highlighted, that's highlighted in writing. Linking sentences. So untuk speaking, you tak sempat nak fikir linking sentence. You just fikir untuk bagi elaboration. Your main point, elaboration and example. Those 3 things. Okay, tu pun macam cukup je. So you have 2 minutes, right? So 2 minutes. In the 2 minutes, you spend out 15 seconds for introduction, and then you have a minute and a half for your 3 main ideas, and then your conclusion, you have about 15 seconds for the conclusion. Okay, all right, so all the best. Make sure you plan well and you practice to be able to give the 3 parts of the speaking test, because this is how you are able to score untuk memastikan your task fulfillment tercapai. Okay, guys? So I'd like to say thank you again to all those who joined me live and who watched it later and not later. Okay, I wish you the best. Please keep practicing. Don't settle for mediocrity. Do not settle for less than the band that you target. So that means you have to practice. Okay, guys. Okay, Madam, wish you the best. Assalamualaikum. Ciao.